Mowgli is practicing his hunting skills with Baloo. They are interrupted by the frantic cries of a human child. Mowgli is initially dismissive, remembering his own painful separation from the human world. Baloo, ever the compassionate mentor, urges Mowgli to investigate. "He sounds scared, little buddy." "Just like you were," Baloo says, nudging Mowgli with his massive paw. Mowgli reluctantly agrees, his face a mixture of concern and resentment. Mowgli and Baloo find the lost human cub, huddled and terrified, in a dark cave. The cub, no older than 5, is clutching a tattered blanket. Mowgli observes the cub's fear-filled eyes, seeing a reflection of his younger self. He offers the cub a piece of fruit, but the cub shrinks away, crying for his mother. Mowgli softens, realizing the depth of the cub's despair. "It's okay," Mowgli says gently, surprising himself with his own tenderness. "We'll help you." Mowgli and Baloo lead the cub towards the edge of the jungle, hoping to find his village. They encounter a group of human hunters, wary and suspicious of Mowgli. The hunters accuse Mowgli of kidnapping the cub, threatening violence. Mowgli stands his ground, fiercely protective of the cub. A tense standoff ensues, highlighting the mistrust between humans and the jungle. Baloo roars a warning, creating a diversion that allows Mowgli and the cub to escape back into the jungle, pursued by the angry hunters. Bathed in the dappled sunlight of a jungle clearing, Mowgli practices his hunting skills with playful Baloo. Baloo dodges Mowgli's advances, teaching him about strategy and patience in the heart of the jungle. Bagheera observes from afar, his sleek form a shadow of concern amidst the lush greenery. Frustration mounts as Mowgli exclaims, "I am never going to get this." Baloo responds, "The jungle is in your blood, little cub, but you must also learn to think like a man." Under the moonlit canopy, ancient ruins whisper tales of forgotten ages as Mowgli treads barefoot through the dense jungle. His fingers trace the weathered carvings, each touch a silent question to the ghosts of a lost human civilization. A wave of realization washes over him. Humans lived here long before he knew this place. From the shadows, Krug emerges, his eyes glinting with cruel intent as he surveys the ruins. His gaze locks onto Mowgli, a smirk playing on his lips as he recognizes the man-cub. A silent acknowledgement passes between them, a prelude to a looming confrontation amidst the ancient stones. A raging wildfire tears through the ravine, its flames consuming the dry underbrush and threatening the jungle's edge. Amid the chaos, Mowgli, Baloo, and Bagheera guide a stampede of panicked animals towards safety, their movements purposeful. Mowgli's eyes dart across the terrain, spotting a narrow passage that could offer salvation. With resourcefulness, Mowgli gathers fallen branches, creating a makeshift firebreak to halt the Inferno's advance. He faces Krug, artifact in hand, ready to escape. Mowgli's determination solidifies as he declares, "The jungle is my home, and I will protect it." In the heart of the jungle, Mowgli hones his hunting skills under Baloo's watchful guidance. Baloo playfully swats at Mowgli, teaching him the art of agility and instinct. From afar, Bagheera observes, his expression a mixture of pride and underlying concern. Mowgli's face lights up with triumphant accomplishment as he snatches a fruit from a tree. The tranquility of their lesson shatters as the sound of distant gunshots echoes through the jungle. The echoes of gunshots send the animals fleeing for cover. In the heart of the wolf den, torchlight flickers, casting eerie shadows as Akela surveys his anxious pack. Akela's grave tone cuts through the tense air. "Kruger has been spotted within our territory again. He sets traps without care, hunts without reason. Our prey grows scarce, and our cubs are at risk." Amidst the worried wolves, Mowgli rises, his gaze determined as he declares, "I will help protect the jungle." Mowgli's voice rings with resolve, a promise echoing through the ancient den. Mowgli emerges at the riverbank, the sunlight filtering through the trees. Kruger sets a snare, whistling carelessly, disrupting the serene atmosphere. Mowgli confronts him. "You don't belong here, Kruger. Leave the jungle." Kruger turns, a smirk playing on his lips. "Well, well, well, if it isn't the man-cub, what are you going to do about it?" The air thickens with tension as Mowgli and Kruger face off, their eyes locked in a silent challenge. In the heart of the jungle, sunlight dances through the leaves, illuminating Bagheera's patient guidance. Mowgli mirrors Bagheera's movements, his youthful energy tempered by growing skill. The solemnity of training is broken by Baloo, a furry disruption seeking honey. Bagheera watches Mowgli, his expression a blend of pride and caution. "Remember, little brother, the jungle provides, but it also demands respect." The jungle hums with life, a silent testament to the lessons learned and the respect demanded. In the heart of the wolf den, torchlight flickers, painting eerie shadows as Akela addresses his pack. Whispers of the dholes advance send shivers through the wolves as Grey Brother steps forward, fur bristling with unease. Grey Brother warns, they are led by a ruthless alpha, seeking to claim our hunting grounds. Akela declares, "We must be prepared to defend our home." Mowgli, your knowledge of the jungle may be our greatest advantage. On the riverbank, Mowgli stands defiant, his youthful form silhouetted against the approaching dholes. With the cunning of the jungle, Mowgli lures the dholes into a treacherous gauntlet of natural traps. Vines ensnare, mud mires, thorns, Tarth jungle itself rises to defend its own. Mowgli halts, a solitary figure challenging the scarred alpha. This is our territory. You are not welcome here. The alpha's snarl deepens, his eyes promising violence. The jungle belongs to the strong man cub. The air thickens with the promise of battle, the fate of the territory hanging in the balance. The jungle watering hole, once a bustling haven, now lies in a state of unnatural stillness. Mowgli observes the unsettling scene, his brow furrowed with worry as he whispers, "Something's not right." Baloo coughs, his discomfort adding to the growing unease. Bagheera's keen eyes scan the surroundings, sensing an unseen threat lurking in the eerie silence. An unsettling stillness blankets the watering hole, as an unseen threat permeates the air, leaving all on edge. Mowgli, Baloo, and Bagheera cautiously enter the dark, unexplored cave. Strange, glowing fungi illuminate the damp walls, casting an eerie light. The air is thick with an unusual scent, a mix of earth and something metallic. They delve deeper, their figures silhouetted against the fungi's glow. A hidden spring is discovered, its water tainted with a strange, shimmering substance. Bagheera stops, eyes narrowed as he observes the tainted spring. This must be it. From the heart of his lair, Shere Khan's eyes gleam with dark calculation, watching the unfolding chaos. He sees opportunity in the spreading illness, a chance to seize control. Tabaqui trembles, his fear echoing in his desperate plea. "But Shere Khan, what if the illness affects us too?" Shere Khan declares with cruel certainty. "The jungle will be mine, and Mowgli will be the first to fall." Sunlight dances through the jungle canopy as Mowgli effortlessly swings, a spectacle of freedom and agility. He lands gracefully near the cascading waterfall, the familiar arena for his playful wrestling bouts with Baloo. Baloo, the jovial mentor, demonstrates the art of fishing to a group of eager wolf cubs, his movements relaxed and carefree. The symphony of the jungle chirping birds, rushing water, playful growls suddenly pierced by faint cries for help. Amidst the ancient vine-covered ruins, Mowgli, Baloo, and Bagheera cautiously approach, the jungle reclaiming its own. Lost and huddled within the temple's crumbling walls, a group of human children eyes Mowgli with suspicion and fear. Mowgli feels a strange connection to the children, a sense of responsibility awakening within him. Bagheera warns, "These are your own kind, Mowgli, but remember, the jungle is our home." Under a sky ablaze with wildfire's wrath, Mowgli stands torn at the ravine's edge, a battleground of loyalty etched upon his face. From the encroaching shadows, Shere Khan appears, his eyes burning with predatory glee as the flames mirror his malice. Shere Khan's voice drips with venom as he confronts Mowgli, seizing the chaos to sow discord. "The jungle burns, man-cub, a fitting end for all things touched by man." Shere Khan's voice rises with menacing intent, and he orders, "Abandon them. Save your wolfkin if you can." In the heart of the jungle, sunlight paints the clearing as Mowgli trains under Bagheera's watchful gaze. Bagheera guides Mowgli with patient instruction. "Remember, Mowgli, stealth and patience are your greatest allies." Baloo lounges nearby, offering comical advice that amuses Mowgli and distracts Bagheera. Mowgli, brow furrowed in concentration, absorbs Bagheera's every lesson. Mowgli moves with an agility that belies his youth, his movements becoming more refined with each passing moment. Under the veil of night, Akela, the venerable wolf, stands firm upon the precipice, his presence commanding as he surveys his anxious pack below. At Akela's side, Mowgli's youthful face mirrors the gravity of the moment, his resolve hardening against the encroaching darkness. The wolves gather, their shadows elongated and distorted by the dim moonlight, a visual echo of the fear that grips their hearts. Akela's voice cuts through the night. "Khazar respects no laws. We must be prepared to defend our home." Amidst crumbling ancient ruins, Mowgli stands defiantly, facing Khazar and his dholes. Mowgli's voice cuts through the tense air. "This jungle belongs to all of us. There's enough for everyone if we share." Khazar's scarred face twists with disdain. "Share? You are weak, man-cub." The ruins echo with the sounds of battle as Mowgli, Baloo, and Bagheera clash with Khazar and his dholes. Mowgli, in unfamiliar human attire, clumsily attempts to help with the farming, his movements a whirlwind of untamed energy. His efforts, though well-intentioned, lead to disarray, a stark contrast to the careful work of the village children. Laughter erupts from the village children, their amusement gentle, yet Mowgli's heart feels the sting of otherness. Whispers of Jungle Boy reach his ears, a constant reminder of his dual existence and divided loyalties. A conflicted expression shadows Mowgli's face, torn between the call of the wild and the longing for belonging. He yearns for the unbridled freedom of the jungle, yet he also desperately desires to find a place where he truly belongs. In the heart of the village elder's hut, Mowgli sits, a figure of youthful curiosity before Amma. Amma's face, etched with time, tells tales of strength as she gently guides Mowgli into the ways of humanity. Mowgli's brow furrows, a silent battle raging between his wild heart and the call of the village, illuminated by the fire's dance. Amma speaks with the wisdom of ages. The jungle teaches you to survive, but the village teaches you to live. A distant howl pierces the night, and Mowgli's head snaps up, drawn by the primal call of the wild. At the edge of the jungle, Mowgli stands poised between two worlds, where the dense foliage meets the open savanna. Akela, his fur grizzled with age, stands tall, his eyes still sharp with the wisdom of the wild. Bagheera, sleek and watchful as ever, embodies the silent intensity of the jungle. The distant lights of a human village flicker faintly on the horizon, beckoning with an untold promise. Bagheera's voice cuts through the heavy air. "You walk between two worlds, little brother. You must use your knowledge to help both." A palpable tension hangs in the air, thick and heavy like the jungle humidity, as Mowgli absorbs the weight of Bagheera's words.